Hello students, we will be starting with chapter 19 excretory products and their elimination. Though I have given you a brief intro of this chapter already, but let's get a quick go through till the topics covered. So what is excretion? The elimination of waste products from the body is known as excretion. It can be in various forms such as sweat, tears, feces, urine, etc. So there are different kind of waste materials. For example, ammonia, urea, uric acid, carbon dioxide, water, ions like Na plus, K plus, Cl minus, phosphates, sulfates, etc., which are produced as a result of digestion or ingestion. So excess of accumulation of these waste products in the body can lead to various kind of diseases and illness. So it is necessary for all the living beings to remove these waste products from the body from time to time. On the basis of removal of waste products and the type of waste removed from the body or excreted from the body, the animals are categorized into various categories. For example, ammonotelism. Ammonotelism is the removal of ammonia from the body, and it is generally found in aquatic animals, as ammonia is the most toxic form of waste material and needs excess amount of water for its removal, and it is generally removed by direct diffusion by skin or gills in the animals. Next are urotelic animals. Most of the terrestrial animals remove urea as a waste product from their body, whereas they can retain certain amount of urea in the kidney matrix or the material present in kidney. Why? So as to regulate the osmosis और osmoregulations. जब किडनी के अंदर ब्लड प्योरीफाई हो रहा होता है तो आयंस की, केमिकल्स के, मॉलिक्यूल्स की मूवमेंट करवाने के लिए, डिफ्यूजन करवाने के लिए we already need certain amount of urea and other ions present in the kidney itself. Fine. Others are uricotelic animals. Uricotelic animals are generally the reptiles, birds, snails, insects, etc., which excrete uric acid as in the form of pellets from the body as waste products. Uric acid requires the least amount of water for its removal from the body. Now, on studying different animals in the animal kingdom, various kind of structures, excretory structures are found. For example, most of the invertebrates, these structures are simple tubular forms, whereas vertebrates have complex tubular organs called kidneys. Vertebrates are those animals which have vertebral column or the backbone. Some of these structures are mentioned here. For example, protonephridia or flame cells. It is an important question that is regularly asked in AIPMT and other competitive exams. Protonephridia or flame cells are the excretory structures found in platyhelminthes, which constitute of flatworms and roundworms, example planaria, rotifers, some annelids, and the cephalochordates. Protonephridia are primarily concerned with ionic and fluid volume regulation, which is osmoregulation. Nephridia are tubular excretory structures of earthworms and other annelids. Nephridia help to remove nitrogenous wastes and maintain a fluid and ionic balance. Malpighian tubules are the excretory structures of most of the insects, including cockroaches. Malpighian tubules help in the removal of nitrogenous wastes and osmoregulation. And antennal glands or green glands perform the excretory function in crustaceans like prawns. So, from this para, you can be given a match the following question to match the excretory organs with the organism which can be given in A and B set. Okay, so make sure that you include this section in your notes. Next is human excretory system. This is human urinary system. Here you can see we have a pair of kidneys. In the kidney, when you cut a longitudinal section is the section cut on the y-axis. You will be seeing that there is medulla, pelvis and cortex. Cortex is the base, or you can say the background of the kidney material. The pelvis joins the cortex with the arteries and the veins, and the medulla are the perfectly arranged tubules which help in filtration of the blood. Now here it is a blue color blood vessel, and it denotes the renal vein, and this renal vein goes directly to the inferior vena cava. Vena cava is the blood vessel that collects blood from all over the body and pours it down into the heart, the atrium. Okay, and this is the red color blood vessel, hence it carries the oxygenated blood. जो blood इस रिनल आर्टरी से आएगा. रिनल आर्टरी क्यों कह रहे हैं? किडनी से एसोसिएटेड कोई भी चीज़ होती है उसको रिनल टर्म के साथ एसोसिएट करके तब बोला जाता है. तो रिनल आर्टरी यानी कि वो ब्लड वेसल जो किडनी तक प्योर ब्लड या ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड को लेके आ रही है. रिनल आर्टरी ब्लड को लेके आएगी, रिनल वेन ब्लड को, डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड को या इम्प्योर ब्लड को लेकर वापस जाएगी. तो नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट को किसके थ्रू भेजेंगे हम? रिनल वेन के थ्रू. फिर है देयर आर 2 एक्सटेंडेड vessels, tube-like structures which are known as ureter from each kidney, and they connect to a baggy mass which is known as urinary bladder. This urinary bladder is formed of squamous epithelium, and it helps in being a muscular structure. It can stretch to a certain size as per the requirement or the urine storage requirement. There is an opening at the end of the urinary bladder which is known as urethra, and this is from where micturition takes place. Micturition is the passage of urine from body to the outside environment. Okay. Take a look at this content. Towards the center of the inner concave surface of the kidney, which is this one, there is a notch-like structure which is known as helium, through which ureter, blood vessels and nerves enter. Inner to the helium is a broad funnel-shaped space called the renal pelvis with projections called clysis. The outer layer of kidney is a tough capsule. Inside the kidney there are 2 zones, an outer cortex and an inner medulla. The medulla is divided into a few conical masses which are known as medullary pyramids projected into the chylices. Take a view at this particular picture. Look, here you can see this notch which is known as hilum. ओके, यहाँ से रिनल आर्टरी, रिनल वेन और नर्व सेंटर करती हैं और यूरेटर एग्जिट करती है. ये अंदर प्रोजेक्ट होता है एक पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रक्चर में जिसको कि क्या बोलते हैं? कैलिक्स. इन कैलिक्स के ऊपर या फर्दर क्या ऐड हैं? पर्टिकुलर ट्यूब्यूल्स, कॉन्वुलेटेड ट्यूब्यूल्स एडेड हैं, और वो कॉन्वुलेटेड ट्यूब्यूल्स एक पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रक्चर बनाते हैं जिनको बोलते हैं मेडुलरी पिरामिड. जो बैकग्राउंड है या जो मेजर सरफेस है, मैट्रिक्स बना रहा है, वो क्या होता है? कॉर्टेक्स. किडनी के ऊपर एक हार्ड कवरिंग होती है जिसको बोलते हैं रिनल कैप्सूल, और ये जो मेडुलाज हैं इनके बीच में जो ये स्पेस है ये क्या है? रिनल कॉलम. आई होप दिस इज़ क्लियर अप टू हियर.